Hi, it's the Constant Angler again. I'd like to show you how we can increase our hookups with soft-bodied frogs. The first thing we can do is change the angle of the hooks. So if you look at this frog here, hopefully it's easy enough to see, you can see the point of the hook is flat, or the straight of the hook there is flat to the toad's body. Now you can fish them straight like that, but over the years I've found, and other people also, that a slight tweak of the hook points to make them angle up a little bit, not so far as they're going to snag more weed, and even open them out a little bit, will help you catch more fish. It basically, as the fish bites down, it exposes a better hook point angle, and a wider gape of hook point. Now it depends on the frog you're using. This is one I'm going to be chucking right in the mix of things, so I obviously don't want to adjust this much. In fact, I might not even angle these hook points out, but I will angle them up. The smallest of adjustments can make such a big difference. So here's my pliers I use for my pike fishing. So they're always in my bag, so I can do this on the bank. I can pull them up, pull them down, play around on the day and adjust them to the conditions or how the fish are feeding. So if you go in, depress your plastic of your frog, go and grab the hook hold, and just little small movements will achieve what you want. You know, tease it a bit there. Let's have a look, see what we've done. Not a lot, so we're going to have to go a bit harder. If you put your thumb on the plastic in the main, the metal in the main body of the frog, it helps. And just there, try again. Now you can already see on that one there now, if I show you this side, how that's angled up. You can see the hook behind that one, can't you? But it's still weedless. Snags a little, but not a lot. It's not going to pick up a lot of weed there. You can also see how it's come out a little bit compared to the other one. There's the other side. Hopefully you can see that, see the difference. It's still flat, so we'll do this side next. So let's get a grip. Find it it helps if you grab hold with the pliers a bit further down, with these particular pliers anyway, and just tweak it up. Now be careful, sharp hook points and all that. There we go. So you can see there now, you know, it will snag a little, not every time, but if I depress that now, you can see the angle with the hook point is up now rather than straight. So we've not gone 45 degrees. It really depends on the frog you're using and the design of the frog, but I'd be quite happy with that now. I can chuck that in the thickest of muck and I'm not going to be too worried. I will probably get a little bit of weed, but not a lot, not enough to stop me fishing this frog effectively. And if I do, I just pull it back down again. Obviously it depends on the quality of your hooks, how many times you'd be able to do that, but you'll soon learn. This is a cheap AliExpress Copper's Live Target rip-off. Hooks seem pretty good to me. They took a bit of bending. If you look at this hook here on this Lunker Hunt frog, you can see I've got a really aggressive angle there, and that's because of the design of the frog. It's got a bump in its body here. Now I didn't have to adjust these much at all because they were already pretty much like that, but you can see from the back as well that yeah, there's a little bit of room for adjustment. I could take this one out a little bit, so we'll do that. So again, just grip, make sure you're grabbing the hook, not the plastic, and just tweak it out a little. There. Made a slight difference there. That little difference may make the difference to hooking a fish or not. So I will show you on this one and I'll put it back afterwards, but we're going to try and turn the angle of the hook out this way a bit more to increase hookups as well. And I normally be doing this with frogs that I'm going to fish in open water, so let's show you with this one anyway. Bear with me. So in this case, grab hold and just bend out. It can take a bit of doing. They are very good hooks on this. There you go. See if we made an impression. Slightly, but not enough. Just take your time and give it some more. Right, let me just play around a minute. Get everything out of the way so you'll be able to see what's going on. You see these skirts get everywhere. Right, it's just a bit straighter than the one on this side now. If you can see, this one turns in a bit. This one's going straighter now. Check your angle to make sure it hasn't gone down. It's gone down a little, so now I'll just retweak it. I want it to go up a bit more. Get it to do it. There we go. So if we look at the back now, you can see this one is straighter than that one, which is turned in a little. It's further away from the body, but the angle is up still. The next thing we can do to increase our hookups is another standard mod that most people do. I mentioned it in the other videos, but it's worth mentioning again. Is they usually come with skirts, and if they come with a skirt, you can see this skirt is quite long. See all this extra skirt there above the nose, and what happens with that is you get short strikes, bump, and miss strikes. They're not helping the hooks. So what I tend to do is get a pair of scissors, pull the skirt up, chop it off, do the same for the other side, it's getting even longer, chop it off. Doesn't have to be precise. Yeah, there's plenty of skirt there for that frog to work, but you'll get less short strikes. So the third thing we can do is add a stinger hook. Now these Savage Gear 3D walking frogs come with one of these. These are like gold dust in the UK. We just can't get hold of them unless we import them, and they cost a lot of money to import, to be frank, and maybe not be worth the effort. I'm looking at making my own, and I'll show you a video on that when I've successfully completed it. But basically you have two eyes here, and a hook is attached to a ring that's under that and a bit of shrink tube over the top. They've got a single nice strong hook on this. Some frogs come with very thin wired hooks, which are no good for the pike, but this is. So you just depress the plastic, put over one, squeeze the other hook point in, put over the other, and there you go. You've got a trailer hook. Have to sort your skirts out, obviously, play around with it a bit more, but get these skirts right. But yeah, you've got another option there now. And if you're getting short strikes or not getting very good hits, lots of bites with no hits, pop one of these off. The only problem you get with that is you will hook more weed, but then you're going to be fishing this along the edges of weed and along the edges of reed lines. It's an open water frog even. So that's the third thing we can do. So another little trick to help increase your hookups is to sharpen these hooks. If you see here, I have a file. It's quite a rough file, and I have another file. Put that there. This is a diamond file, a little tube made by a company called Jag. Used to do a lot of carp fishing, and it was all the rage to sharpen your hooks so they were sticky sharp. We used to use this, so this is actually the rough file from that, but it's nowhere near as rough as that. So what you can do is this Lungerhunt's in a bit of action. It's got a little bit rusted up, so sharpening hooks you want to always work from the back towards the front. Obviously not that way, you'll take away the point, any good you're doing. It's a little bit rusty, so I'm just gonna, a little bit awkward to show you on camera, I'm just gonna turn the sides a couple of times, angling in towards the point, off the top, angling down towards the point. You can come up off the bottom, but be very careful, a couple of strokes. Just doing that, cleaning it up a bit, and then we got a diamond eye file. Now you're going to do the same thing with this, but you're going to keep it flat to the hook as much as possible, and come into the hook point, couple of strokes either side. Same again, keeping flat, so you're following the lines of the hook point, keeping tight to it. Down, come in the other side, again checking a little bit more there. All of a sudden that hook point's sticking a bit better than it was before. There you go, I'm quite happy with that. It's quite sharp now. So we do the same with the other one. Doesn't look too bad, this one. So just a couple of gentle strokes just to get any rust, debris off with that file, and then keeping this flat to it, flat as possible down that side. Same, angling it into the point, that side. Same on the top. Same in here. Oh yeah, that one's sharp. So there you go, get yourself a set of files. I have got even finer file than that if I wanted to go even further. But these are quite sticky sharp as they are now. So you want a rough file and a nice diamond file. I don't know what grade this is. I'll put a link into the company that make them if I can find it. It's a while since I bought this. And you can just touch them up on the bank, a couple of gentle strokes. I think it's losing its point. That will make a hell of a difference to your catch rate. That's digging into me lovely.